In today's video, we are going to talk about prosperity and manifesting with this magic affirmations, money into your life. But not just money like winning a little bit of money here and there, or maybe some more money during the month. We're talking about prosperity, your long-lasting money. These affirmations changed my life. As you guys know, everything that I talk about comes from my personal experience. And then as a byproduct of that, the personal experience of you guys that text me in the comment section, my clients, my friends. And once again, I'm here to show another Florence Scovel Shinn method, or actually affirmations. This is a video or a series about Florence Scovel Shinn, where we read together Your Word is Your Wand, book that I highly recommend you guys. We commented a little bit on it, and then through the timestamps there you're gonna find down below, you can go ahead and loop the affirmations for at least 30 days. If you don't know how to loop the affirmations on YouTube, it's very easy. You stop the video, go to the timestamps, and then every single time you want to loop the affirmation, you're going to click in the setting loop video and put the video on to your playlist so it automatically loops over and over and over again. Just remember to, before you do it, to click to the timestamps so it loops from the affirmation on and it skips the introduction every time that you need. So with that being said, if you're new, hello everyone, my name is Naya, and on this channel we talk everything about manifestation, law of assumption, and so much more. On Patreon, I have hundreds of videos, of extra videos talking about spells, magic, esotericism, manifestation, podcast challenges. So join the community today. And I still have some spots available for coaching with me until the end of November. So if you want to take advantage of that, you just have to click my Ko-Fi shop, and then they will be sold out until late December probably. If you hear some noise in the background, it's my daughter that she's just in front of me, and I never leave her. So she's in the video with us with her sounds. Okay, you guys, now let's get started with money. I think that there is a lot of videos that work when it comes down to money, meditations or law of attraction videos, law of assumption videos. Essentially, what are we doing over here? We are affirming, we are creating new thoughts. So we create a new sense of identity, a new sense of concept in regards to money, and money can be generated in our lives. But as for a lot of people, robotic affirming works wonderful. And that's what we're going to do also in this video. We are going to loop the affirmations as in a lullaby. However, it's very interesting the perspective that Florence Scovel Shinn had on money. If you guys don't know who Florence was a New Thought teacher around the 20s, and she was one of the first, actually, I think she was even before Neville Goddard, and her contribution to the understanding of the law and manifestation, in my opinion, is a gem in this universe, because she makes the law so easy to understand and so effortless, which is what I love the most about her. Her affirmations click something within you. They are so aligned with source energy, infinite consciousness, but at the same time, they are general enough in order for you not to create excess potential or resistance. What is resistance if you guys are new? It's nothing but having doubts or opposing thoughts. And excess potential is to put money, in this case, up on a pedestal and say, I will never be happy until I have this amount of money. Both of this expression of the thought world create an imbalance. And when there is an imbalance in our energy field, I know I sound very law of attraction, but trust me, these concepts are real. When there is an imbalance within us, within our energy field, then the balancing forces have to come and rebalance the situation. And unfortunately, the way they do that is by creating opposite manifestations. And that's why, or hot and cold behavior, money coming and going. And that's why many of us struggle to harden into fact certain manifestation. And this is where this series of videos comes along to give you this magical, in my opinion, affirmations that will transform your life. So I know that I sound very complicated in the way that I speak sometimes, but trust me, it's really that simple. And if you want to know more about the balancing forces and other laws within the universe, because universal law, the law of assumption, is not the only law in the universe, there are actually 7, which are explained very well in the 7 Hermetic principles, or even in the Kabbalion, in Hermetism. I made a video dedicated to that, Master the Universe, and it is on my channel if you guys want to watch it after this one, just if you want to understand more about the laws of the universe. And one of these laws is in fact that everything moves in a pendulum swings. So when you create excess potential, you put things too much on a pedestal, you go on one side of the spectrum and the balancing forces have to push you on the other side of the spectrum. You could even explain this by saying, obviously, if I am saying something as, I'm only gonna be happy when I reach this manifestation, I see the manifestation outside of myself rather than within myself, and therefore what is my state of consciousness of wanting, needing, I don't have. Rather, we want to sit in the state of consciousness of I have. So it doesn't really matter how you want to interpret it. I think it's just different perspective to interpret the same results. And what we care about, especially on this channel, is to get results. So not, yeah, the explanations are nice, but we want to get shit done. Sorry, just the harsh words. Okay, so let's talk about prosperity. So like I said, prosperity is the concept that you are not just manifesting a little bit of money, but you are manifesting your dream life. You know, guys, if you've been following me for a while, I'm all about this. I'm all about manifesting your highest life track, your divine match, the perfect lover, the perfect money, the perfect job, like the divine highest idea of your life, which in modern terms will say your dream life. Same, therefore, with money. We want to manifest, at least in my opinion, of course, prosperity. Money that comes, that stays, that you can invest upon, and that you will never feel lack from. So let's read Florence, what she has to say, and then I'm gonna leave you to the affirmation video. In the affirmation video, then I swear stop this long introduction, you're gonna see a kaleidoscope. I highly suggest you to watch the kaleidoscope in the middle and kind of get hypnotized by this. There is a neurological reason why this works, and it has to do with the brain waves. It's too long of a video if I have to explain that. You just have to stare at the middle of the kaleidoscope while you're memorizing and repeating on the loop the affirmation. Once you did it, especially if you do it before going to bed with a kaleidoscope, it will be amazing. And in the other parts of the day, you can just listen to the affirmations and it will be the same. So let's read what Florence writes. Man comes into the world financed by God. With God, obviously, we don't mean necessarily a religious God, or a man in the sky, but we mean infinite consciousness. You can believe whatever you want. You can even say man comes into the world financed by the gods if you're a pagan, with all that he desires or requires already on his pathway. So already this first sentence of Florence is so powerful for your self-concept, because it says man already comes equipped by God, by his creator, that it's within itself, comes equipped with everything. And that is why when you ask for something, it is done, because you can totally get it. You guys need to stick this into your head. I don't care what other people are saying. The end of your desire is meant to be for you. When I mean the end, I mean the happiness, the money, the prosperity, the love, the marriage, the family, the whatever, the fame, the success. You are equipped to get it because you are a creator and you can create this. God has made you to create this. This supply is released through faith and the spoken word. She's so simple yet so deep in what she writes. So how do we manifest what we want? In this case, prosperity. We manifest with faith, which is assumption. Faith is assumption, you guys. It's not a different word. Faith is assumption, because what is faith? Is to believe or repeat before you see it. Now, stronger belief, I think, are manifested once you manifest and you actually can see it. But faith, which is that assumption is to assume that you have something before you see it. So you manifest through faith/assumption and the spoken word. What is the spoken word? Affirmation. And the repetition of a spoken word, so out loud affirmations, as well as inside head. Inside head, can you say that? It sounds like the name of a band, Inside Head. By the spoken word, by inside affirmations. If thou canst believe, all things are possible. This is a word, this is a sentence taken from the Bible. If you can believe it, everything is possible. And I mean, Disney has taught us this. I'm not talking about the Disney of 2023, but I'm talking about Walt Disney. Back in the days, at least when it comes down to believing in your dreams, they made a lot of songs about it that are quite inspiring. For example, a woman came to me one day, Florence writes, to tell me of her experience in using an affirmation she had read in my book, The Game of Life, and how to play it. She's gonna give an example of a success stories, which we love, and she always makes examples, by the way, of success stories about everything, including specific manifestation of specific people, which she was actually the only author that talked about specifically specific people. If you guys want to learn how to manifest a specific person, I think Florence is the person that you should go to. And you should definitely read The Game of Life and How to Play It, which, by the way, you find also for free on YouTube, a PDF, everywhere on the web. So she writes, she was without experience but desired a good position on the stage. So this person wanted to be famous. She took the affirmation, infinite spirit, God, open the way for my great abundance. I am an irresistible magnet, for all that belongs to me by divine right. So what she's doing, this girl, with this affirmation, she is claiming her best life. She's claiming her power. And her power is the power of manifestation. It's the power that says yes to your desires. And that is what? Her divine right. This affirmation, in fact, is so powerful. She was given a very important part in a successful opera. So she manifested literally success to become an opera singer on stage. That shows you that you can manifest everything. She said it was a miracle due to that affirmation, which I repeated hundreds of times talking about robotic affirming. She only repeated one affirmation, one. That says it all, because your subconscious mind doesn't need specifics. Your subconscious mind knows way more than what you know consciously about you, what you want, and reality in and of itself. Your subconscious mind is the seed of the soul. She just repeated one affirmation that was well written, that clicked something within her, and not only she manifested a miracle, but she got exactly what she wanted. And she repeated this one affirmation 100 times. Robotic affirming, basically. She didn't believe it necessarily, she's just repeated it. Let's repeat her affirmation in case you guys want to get inspired, just to understand how Florence was constructing affirmation. She just nailed it to the point, because she say infinite spirit, God, so the highest of power that is resides inside of me. Listen to me now. When you're saying infinite spirit, you're literally saying, listen to me now. Forces of the freaking universe within me and outside of me, as above as below. Infinite spirit, open the way. So open it up. It doesn't matter the circumstances, doesn't matter the obstacles. Open these goddamn doors for me. You can even say it that way, believe it or not. Open the way for my great abundance. So she's not talking about a specific amount of money, even though you could, but she's like, who cares about the specific amount of money? Let's be limitless. So let's open the way to all the abundance that I can get. Because many times people accuse me of being limited or having limiting beliefs because I do general affirmations. But actually, I do general affirmations as Florence with the intent to be limitless. Because what if I want, let's say, $50,000 and instead I could have 100 or 1,000,000? Well, you'll never know if you don't get limitless in general, don't you? But you can get specific, it's a choice. Infinite spirit, open the way for my great abundance. I am, so Neville Goddard style, self-concept, the void state. I am what? You can identify with whatever you want, doesn't matter. Yes, doesn't matter what people say. I am, you are infinite consciousness. So I am what? An irresistible magnet for all that belongs to me by divine right. I am an irresistible magnet. So everything that belongs to me for divine right has to come to me. And you might say, but what if what I want doesn't belong to me as a divine right? No, you don't get the point. Your divine right is to get everything, is to have yes at what you desire and want. So in the moment that you say I'm an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to me by divine right, you're absolutely saying what is my divine right? My highest life, the prosperity, the abundance, the money, the love, the everything, because that's your divine life. Why? Because we said it at the beginning of the chapter, which says man comes into the world financed by God. You think you're financed by your job? You think you're financed by YouTube or I don't know, whatever. You are financed by God. And when you are financed by God, you have eternal prosperity. Man comes into the world financed by God. It's just that God doesn't necessarily finance you with money, even though money are a byproduct of what? Your energy, your divine birthright of being God yourself, of being divine yourself. Man comes into the world financed by God with all that he desires or requires already on his pathway. Everything that you want and you require to have a fulfilling expression of life, it is already in your destiny. It is already in your pathway. You just have to select it. This is why I love so much Florence Scovel Shinn affirmations. They include everything and especially a deep understanding of universal law. Now I'm going to leave you with a selection of my favorite affirmations that changed my life in regards to money. Please listen them as many times you want, and as this girl did, repeat them 100 times. Or even select just one, write it down. It really works. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, subscribe and hit the ring bell button so you always get notified not only about new videos, but also about when I'm live so I can answer your questions. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Enjoy the affirmations. I now draw from the abundance of the spheres my immediate and endless supply. All channels are free. All doors are open. I now release the gold mine within me. I am linked with an endless golden stream of prosperity which comes to me under grace in perfect ways. My God is a God of plenty, and I now receive all that I desire or require and more. All that is mine by divine right is now released and reaches me in great avalanches of abundance under grace in miraculous ways. My supply is endless, inexhaustible, and immediate, and comes to me under grace in perfect ways. All channels are free, and all doors fly open for my immediate and endless divinely designed supply. I give thanks that the millions which are mine by divine right now pour in up and pile up under grace in perfect ways. Unexpected doors fly open, unexpected channels are free, and endless avalanches of abundance are poured out upon me under grace in perfect ways. I spend money under direct inspiration wisely and fearlessly, knowing my supply is endless and immediate. I am fearless in letting money go out, knowing God is my immediate and endless supply. I now release the gold mine within me. I am linked with an endless golden stream of prosperity, which comes to me under grace in perfect ways. My God is a God of plenty, and I now receive all that I desire or require and more. All that is mine by divine right is now released and reaches me in great avalanches of abundance under grace in miraculous ways. My supply is endless, inexhaustible, and immediate, and comes to me under grace in perfect ways. All channels are free, and all doors fly open for my immediate and endless, divinely designed supply. I give thanks that the millions which are mine by divine right now pour in up and pile up under grace in perfect ways. Unexpected doors fly open, unexpected channels are free, and endless avalanches of abundance are poured out upon me under grace in perfect ways. I spend money under direct inspiration wisely and fearlessly, knowing my supply is endless and immediate. I am fearless in letting money go out, knowing God is my immediate and endless supply. I now release the gold mine within me. I am linked with an endless golden stream of prosperity, which comes to me under grace in perfect ways. My God is a God of plenty, and I now receive all that I desire or require and more. All that is mine by divine right is now released and reaches me in great avalanches of abundance under grace in miraculous ways. My supply is endless, inexhaustible, and immediate, and comes to me under grace in perfect ways. All channels are free, and all doors fly open for my immediate and endless, divinely designed supply. I give thanks that the millions which are mine by divine right now pour in up and pile up under grace in perfect ways. Unexpected doors fly open, unexpected channels are free, and endless avalanches of abundance are poured out upon me under grace in perfect ways. I spend money under direct inspiration wisely and fearlessly, knowing my supply is endless and immediate. I am fearless in letting money go out, knowing God is my immediate and endless supply.